Andrew McCART, IFL TV. I'm here with Campbell, Hatton. Campbell, not the victory you wanted, a disqualification, but when I was sitting ringside there, I mean, it looked like you were getting a bit frustrated with not just your performance, but maybe Jamie Sampson at the same time.
Yeah, so it weren't the performance I wanted. Like, we've been consistently getting better with each fight this year, and probably even longer than this year, the last 18 months. And we wanted to do that again tonight. Like, the preparation, that's what we was doing. I've been getting some great sparring. We was getting rounds in with Jack Catterall, and a lot of people think that he must struggle with southpaws. That isn't the case. I've sparred world class southpaws and had a lot more success against them than I was able to do tonight, down to the holding. I don't want to make excuses, and I don't think it is an excuse. Like, no ref wants to be disqualifying people. I think the ref gave him every opportunity and did a good job, but it was embarrassing at times, and I just apologise to people who've spent the money to come and watch it.
I want to talk about the fight itself, because out with the holding, you did seem to go to the body a lot more into the 6th round, and I think that you maybe have hurt him a good couple of times when you go right hook to the body and left hook to the body as well. You seem to have been hurt a wee bit. Do you think that if he wasn't holding as much and you kept tagging that body, you would have got him out of there?
Absolutely. I think, for the middle round, he had an alright start. He was still doing a lot of holding. Like, the ref was giving him serious warnings in the first round, but he was holding on for a reason. I think early on he was trying to do it, I think, as a little bit of a spoil tactic, like pot shotting, so try and make me miss landers and then tie me up. But I thought I was picking up the early rounds as well, but then I started hurting him to the body. Like, I think his right side was a mess, and in the end it was just survival tactics. He'd had 2 points off, and even that didn't stop him, so that shows that he felt he had to hold.
You mentioned at the post-fight interview ringside, you mentioned there that you're ready for the 10 rounders, the title fights, because you are 14-0 now, but you're still only 22 years of age, and you haven't had that amateur pedigree or a big amateur fight. So are you ready for these title shots yet, or do you want 2 or 3 more fights in before you step into them sort of big name fights that we like? For example, we've got Tom Farrell and Khalil Majid fighting just now the same division as you, before you step into these type of fights?
Yeah, I think we've got to be sensible, but I do think we're ready. Obviously, we can't just dive into any fight. Like you say, I've not had a massive amateur career. We're still learning on the job, but I think I'm definitely ready for the 10 rounders. I think that was a physical fight. Like, the holding does drain you, and it weren't just holding for the sake of tangling me up. He was leaning, he was climbing up my back at times. So that does takes a toll on you. And going into the last round, I still felt I had a lot of energy. If that had been a 10 rounder, the pace wouldn't have dropped. And I felt good for. I felt like I could have done a lot more as well. So, I think we're definitely ready for it. And that, as much as I'm not completely blaming, I'm not here saying, it's not my fault. There is things I could have done better, but I don't think I should be I don't think we should judge where I am at the minute based on that performance, because like we've seen this year, I've been consistently improving.
You know yourself, Campbell, you've probably been in the game long enough now that you're only as good as your last fight, and you're going to get these critics and these people on social media that are going to say that Campbell was this, that, and the next things. But you are taking this serious, because we have seen that you are sparring guys like Jack Catterall. You're up and down the country with your Uncle Matthew. You've took yourself to America as well. So you're taking this very serious, this game, and you want them titles and you want them big fights. Yeah,
I went over to America away from my daughter for a few weeks, and I went there on my own. So obviously, I'm not doing it just to try and get a little bit of clout behind me, or I'm taking it serious. I want to be up there, and I think we're getting there. We was on the right track, and it's just a minor speed bump. This I am going to get stick for it. I think somewhat unjustly. Some of it fair enough. Like there was things it wasn't a good performance from myself, but I've experienced that, so I won't get as frustrated if I can't see it ever being as bad as that again. But if someone's holding on in the future, I know I've sort of had a worst case scenario of it where I will keep a cool head a lot better. Again, I got a good 8 rounds under my belt, so there's positives to take from it. Well, 7.5, yeah. But I just thought he was going to have to come and wash me back in the shower then. Jesus. But like you say, you just got to learn from it, move on, and you say it's only as good as your last fight, so we'll just make the next one a better one.
Well, that's it. Obviously, when somebody comes with the same ambition as you, obviously that he didn't come in with the same ambition as you. You want to survive and get to that 8th round, and say went probably 8 rounds with Campbell Hatton. But when somebody does come with that same ambition as you to try and take your head or to try and knock you out, that's when we're going to see the best Campbell Hatton.
Yeah, definitely. Like my last fight, because I've been fighting people with winning records pretty, like, well, for most fights recently, and like Tom Ansell last time he came to win, I was winning. I was winning the fight comfortably, but he was always trying. He gave a good account of himself. Whereas even if he would James Sampson's losing, that's a good opportunity for him to try and get on another big show, get another crack at something, and no one's going to have him back after that. Mm-hmm. So there's no ambition there.
What was the plans for 2024 then? Obviously, like you say, we've touched on it. You want the 10 rounders, you want the title fights. So what are the plans for 2024?
I leave that to the team, but I think I'm ready for that. If they want me to have one more, maybe like I'd have gone again this year. So it is a lot, 5 fights in 7 months, but I'd have been good to go December. But it's one of them. I'm going to use my time wisely. I'm not going to be sat on my settee. I'm going to get out on the road again, go and work. Like I said, I went to America not long ago. I'll go out, get to other gyms, try that out, and I'm just going to keep learning.
One final one for the crowd out there.
Yeah, just apologies because that was shite, but I'd like to think it weren't down to me. If nothing else, I'd like to think I always provide an entertaining fight, and that wasn't one. So for everyone who spent the money, I apologise.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm looking forward to 2024, the bigger and better fights, and good luck when it does come, mate. Thank you, mate. Thank you.